Am I the asshole for walking out of the hospital after hearing my wife's diagnosis? I, 33, got a call from the ER on Friday saying that my wife, 32, drove herself there because of searing pelvic pain. I'm on a business trip until Saturday, but I drove back in time to be there Saturday morning before she woke up. A while after she wakes up, the doctor comes in. My wife says to stay with her, so I say okay. He took a deep breath and said that from the transvaginal ultrasound and CT scan results, she has ovarian cancer. Ooh. My wife started sobbing, but at first I stayed still because I didn't even know what to make of it. My wife asks what that means for her, and he says she'll likely need a full hysterectomy, and they'd have to remove the fallopian tubes as well as the ovaries. That news jolted me from my chair, because the doctor was effectively telling me that she wouldn't be able to have any kids after this, and after years of work, I thought we'd finally have a family. I'm overwhelmed with emotions of anger, not just anger at the disease, but pent-up anger from the fact that I begged her to have kids since we were 26, but she refused for her career. And now, instead of becoming a real family, I don't even know if she would remain the woman I married, or whether the last picture of us together would be the last time I'd remember her looking beautiful, young, and carefree, because the wife in front of me was already a different person. My wife started to grab my hand and say, "We'll fight this and we'll adopt." But I shook my head and turned to walk out the door. I still had my suitcase in the car, so I drove to a hotel because I didn't know if my wife was going to end up being discharged or what. At the hotel I was at, I was able to get out of reactive mode, but I was still so disappointed that our dream of a family was over. I finally was able to grasp all of my emotions and feel like my normal self, in that I knew exactly what I felt about every aspect and how I'd react to it from here on out. I get a call from my mother-in-law saying that if I was at the hotel or whatever else, I should just stay there. I admit it was done on impulse, but this diagnosis just sliced my life and wife's life wide open. I wasn't going to expel the cancer if I stayed that night, but I did at least make myself aware of the situation. And I feel I have the right to be angry that my hopes of biological kids, the only kind I ever wanted, is rapidly fading away. So am I the asshole?
Yes. Treating your partner as a baby factory. Jeez.
Asshole is not even a word that can describe how evil this person is as a husband. She is the person that you took that vow to during a marriage. In sickness and health, motherfucker. Does that not mean anything to you?
What a piece of shit.